along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Jaren Jackson is out there with Pippen. And it's Edey in at center. And for the Warriors, in the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Draymond Green is out there with Moody. And so off the tip, it's Memphis. Here on opening day. And what a great day it is. Greg, what are these players feeling as they tip off this new season?
It is always exciting to start a new season. Players are just filled with hope and optimism, especially after putting in all that off-season work.
And so it's Memphis with it. Morant, the bounce pass. Payne for three. Here's Edey. Lays it up and banks it in. Edey's got the first points. Up on the board here for the Grizzlies.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
Pass to Moody. Back to Podziemski. Morant finds Jackson. Morant against Curry. Outside, Bane. And he drops it in from the low post.
It's like reading a picture book for Morant. He makes it look insanely easy.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, I did get a chance to speak with Steve Kerr a little bit. We talked about the big man, Jaren Jackson Jr., and specifically how to defend him. Coach said he's a guy that can score from all three levels. Our guys have to be on him and acting defensively as soon as he touches the ball. Coach needs his team to bring the energy tonight, and we'll see if they can respond. Guys?
Thanks, David. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Now that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Curry passes it to Moody. Takes the three. The Grizzlies pull it in. Now Morant. To the inside. Latrey now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And look at Morant getting bold at the arc. When he's feeling it, you really have to watch him out there.
Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Here's Jackson. Podziemski grabs the board. Warriors trail by 5. And Curry has it in the corner. Sinks the triple.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Payne for 3. And Curry pulls it down. The Warriors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And it's all evened up. Curry's got 5.
Not just from deep. Steph Curry, one of the best guard finishers around the rim.
Morant right side. Outside for Pippen. Memphis moving it around. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Bane.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Curry. 5 points in the game. Basket counts.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
Morant kicks to Jackson. It's stolen by Green. And it's the Warriors on the break. And it's Green with the jam.
Draymond Green making a good call that time in the open court.
We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. He wants to talk to his guys. Wells is checked in for the Grizzlies. Now here the 2K leaderboard with last season's top rebounding teams. The Warriors, number 1.
They had such a strong presence in the paint, just a physical team. They dominated the interior in terms of rebounding.
Outside Jackson. The kick out to Bane. Lets it go from deep, and he's good on the 3-ball. He's got 5.
As accurate as they come from deep, Desmond Bane extra lethal from that short corner.
Curry with it. Majemski on the wing. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Memphis. Bane passes to Jackson. Pass to Morant. Green with the block.
You can see Draymond Green so fired up every time he has a chance to impact the game defensively.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
And so it's Memphis with it. Just 3 to shoot. And a wide open look for Bane. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Now that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Lets it go from 14. And that one comes up a bit short. Memphis leading by 4. Here's Morant. Pass to Wells. Back to Morant. Floats one. It's stolen by Curry. And he drives in. That one drops for him. Curry's got 7 points in the game.
That's a clever attack from Curry, just finding an angle. He gets around the defender towards the basket.
Majemski finds Curry. And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Majemski. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway. The Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Santi Aldama's checked in for Edie. Warriors trail by 4. And here is Curry. He's got 7. Pass to Moody. 6 to shoot. Hield finds Kuminga. A three-pointer off the mark. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Jumps up. And Aldama slams it in.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Now here's Hield. 8 points his last outing. Pass to Curry. And the shot goes in. Curry's got 9.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Morant passes to Aldama. Tries the spin move. It's stolen by Kuminga. Hield from outside. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. The Grizzlies have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. Pass to Jackson. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Kuminga, screen on Bane. Hield, the pass to Kuminga. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. And here's Morant after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. And it's in there. He's got 5.
And no problem for Morant that close to the hoop. Once he gets inside, he makes it look easy.
In the corner, Moody with it. No good from outside.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Jackson kicks to Morant. Over Looney. And it's Morant missing. Warriors trail by 5. Right side Kuminga. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Desmond Bane. All right, Brent, quick. First thing that comes to your mind when you think of Jonathan Kuminga.
Physicality, Kevin. I mean, this guy is so dominant athletically that Jonathan Kuminga is a presence out on the floor. If he continues to put himself in the situations where he can put his body on guys and play fearlessly, his game is going to continue to grow.
And the dunk by Wells.
Good find from Bane, proving that he's a total team player.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. They trail by 6. Inside, Looney. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
1:12 left in the first quarter. There's the lob to Jackson. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
First free throw is good.
You have the good fortune of playing next to superstars in this league. There are certain guys who thrive in that environment, and Kevon Looney has been one of them.
Now here's Morant. 5 points in the game. In the corner, it's Bain. Back to Morant. Shot clock at 5. Shoots the 3. The Warriors pull it in. Their last meeting was in this building where they were able to come out on top.
Yeah, really ratcheted up the pressure in their last matchup, getting steals and just creating havoc defensively.
The turnover margin was well within their favor, and you have to point to that ferocious D they played as the biggest factor in that win.
He can't miss.
Morant left side. Here's Aldama. Back to Morant. Stolen away. Desmond Bain getting it done for the Grizzlies. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, what do you think about the... offensive approach we've seen so far from Memphis?
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
They've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. Kennard is out there with Pippen. Then it's Santi Aldama. Then there's Wells. And it's Edey in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Kuminga, no good. Memphis leading. Kennard on the wing. Covered by Payton. Kennard, the pass to Aldama. Shot clock at 6. Wells with it. Kuminga picks him up. Aldama can't hit.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Payton gets the bucket.
When Payton has a chance to get his feet set, he can knock down that 3 pretty consistently.
And it's Gary Payton II with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Hield against Pippen. To the middle. It's stolen by Hield.
You can stay active on defense. Good things usually happen. Right there, quick hands helped alter what would have been a sure 2 there.
And Kuminga gets it to go. Kuminga's got the lead up to 4 now for the Warriors. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Warriors.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
I wonder if pace and playing fast is something that they're being encouraged to do, because right now they feel like the faster team.
And the shot goes down. 6 points for him.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Grizzlies making a switch here. Baines checked in. Right now, let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see the teams that really knew how to clog the passing lanes last season. The Grizzlies 4th.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoyed playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
Edey takes a big high bounce and goes in. Edey's got his second bucket tonight. Warriors leading by 4. Outside, Payton. Healed outside. Beyond the arc. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. And the Warriors lead by 7.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Bane looking around. Pass to Edey. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And passes like that demonstrate just how much Kennard is a team-oriented player.
Memphis shooting their first free throw tonight. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
And they'll get another chance.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The Grizzlies trail by 6. Outside, Payne. And here we go. Kuminga heading to the hoop.
Those dunks from Kuminga ignite his team. They feel like that's more than 2 points.
Memphis has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Bane with the bucket. Bane's got 10 points in the game.
Well, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Pass to post. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Goes up on the wing. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Jaren Jackson's checked in for Santi Aldama. Pippen comes in for Wells. And it's John Morant in for Luke Kennard. Payne for 3. The rebound by Post.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
And he uses the glass on the layup. Post has got the lead up to 8 now for the Warriors.
That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Now here's Morant. He's got 5. Outside, Kuminga breaks since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
And Memphis making a change here. Wells is checked in.
And now only 1 away from being in the lead.
Morant against Hield.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it. He seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. 6-point lead. Morant with the steal. Looking to get back on track here. He takes it up and lays it in. Morant's got 7.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Morant with the steal. Out to the wing. Yes, it's good. Good for basket number 4. He's now 4 for 10.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Curry with the bounce pass. Golden State moving it around. Just 5 on the clock. Puts the move on, and Green with the lay-in. And the Warriors lead by 4.
Draymond Green with only one thing on his mind when he gets that close, and that's collecting 2 points.
Here's Morant. Pass to Edey, and he makes that one. He's got 11.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Now here's Curry. He's covered closely. Hayden finds Moody. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Curry can't get it to go. Grizzlies have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter, up over 50%. Morant passes to Bing. Now Wells, the 3, cans it from downtown. Wells has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, Bane has really good passing instinct. He can spot those gaps in the defense.
Right side Green. And now Wells pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And he gets it to go. And now a 3-point Grizzly lead.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
The defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
Shoot 2.
Free throw good. Curry, with so many years in the NBA, you would think Curry would slow down, wouldn't you, Brent? But he remains at the very top of his game.
I think the best part about what we're seeing with Steph right now, Kevin, is his competitive will. You get to this age and you get to this stage after accomplishing all the things that Steph has done, and it's still not enough. So let's keep enjoying him while we can.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
In the corner, it's Bane. Morant passes to Jackson. Just 4 to shoot. The shot. The Warriors pull it in.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Moody, the bounce pass. And again, Memphis running the court in transition.
And we've seen more of this lately from Bane, continuing to blossom and improve as a scorer.
Warriors trail by 3. On the wing, Green. Curry looking around. Back to Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to Edey. Morant with it. In the corner, it's Bane. 6 on the shot clock. The baseline J. And it's Morant missing.
His shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
Pass to Moody. Down low. Curry gets inside and lays it in.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Morant reaches to Wells. Bane with it. Pass to Edey. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Guys, he can't miss. I swear, he was trying to miss that. He did not miss. That means he can't miss.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Marc said, "I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me." Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you. This is the list of last season's top shooters from the charity stripe. These guys were practically automatic. Second, Stephen Curry.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
Now, here's Moody. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. And another three for Golden State.
Well, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Here's Morant. And he banks in the layup. Morant's got 11 points. Warriors leading by 3. Outside Curry. Here's Green. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession.
And let's check out stats for Desmond Bane. Last season, he played outstanding. He averaged about 23 points a game last year, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And so much of what they do on offense depends on how he plays.
But he attracts serious attention from the defense, and that really does open up the backside for a lot of his teammates to take full advantage.
Just superior focus from Morant. His determination is what allows him to convert through contact.
Memphis foul. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
There's 38 seconds left here in the second. Curry outside. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Curry with the steal. Curry on the move. Pass to Green. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
So much talk about Steph's scoring ability, but he's also a great facilitator.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. Grizzlies have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And Bane drops them both.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Here's Curry with the 3. Good if it goes. And he drains the 3, but let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And even though, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a second.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
All right.
And it looks like they got it right this time. No basket. The clock had expired while the ball was still in his hands.
And even if they don't show it, I know the refs are proud of themselves after a replay proves them right. They're like, see, we had it right all along. So good call, fellas.
It's a tie game in the Bay Area. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style. Jimmy, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the 3rd quarter started.
Direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot from live. They're thinking about the shot. One more time, a round of applause for the participants.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
Taking a look here at the Grizzlies, like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah, everyone starts out undefeated. So let's move on now to this Grizzlies game, which has turned out to be a tight one.
You can't win playing passive at the offensive end. I mean...
That'll do it for our show tonight.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Curry has been sensational.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Golden State's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Moses Moody is out there with Draymond Green, so that's the group out there for Golden State. That one, no good. And for Memphis, they're shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. That's tipped. Stolen by Jackson. It's Morant with the drive. From the arc. And Moody pulls it down. It seems likely that the Warriors' title run under Steph Curry, Brent, has probably come to a close.
I'm not going to count Steph Curry out quite yet, Kevin, but they have added some quality youngsters. They're trying to grow that group. How fast can they bring those kids along to championship caliber players? That's the big question. They're going to win their share of games.
And here's Kennard. After the three-pointer from Stephen Curry, Aldama gets the bucket.
That's pretty unselfish there. He sees that there's a better shot on the perimeter and bang, just kicks it out.
Green with a screen on Jackson. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Morant left side. And another field goal in his total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to Curry.
Memphis foul. First team foul.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Here's Podziemski. 5 to shoot. From down in the low post, it goes. And the Warriors lead by 3.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's Jackson. The Warriors pull it in. Outside Curry. Pass to Moody. Top Curry, defended by Aldama. A nice shot by Moody.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
There's a screen by Aldama. Kennard for 3. And no good that time.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Pass to Moody. It's Curry outside. Curry! What else is new?
What else can we say about Steph Curry? Simply one of the greatest shooters we've ever seen.
Now here's Morant. 16 points for him. And finished off by Morant.
And your point guard's gotta be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Now here's Curry.
And let's take a look at Steph Curry's numbers. Great showing for him last season. Second in free throw percentage. And, of course, he was among the best in the league when it came to... putting the ball in the basket, top 10 in scoring.
And back to his free throw shooting percentage, second in the league. I never saw lapses in his concentration at all. Always completely focused, completely automatic.
And you know with Curry, what impresses me most is his efficiency. That's not something we normally see in a high-volume jump shooter.
The Grizzlies trail by 7. Now Kennard, still yet to score. Jackson from long range, and it's Looney with the rebound.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Memphis is getting blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. Over to the wing. Here's Moody. And the Warriors miss again. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Jackson kicks to Morant. Shoots over Podziemski. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Morant's got 20 points.
Obviously, Morant has found his flow here, finding plenty of ways to create for himself.
Jackson against Payton. Pass to Looney. Out to Payton. Launches a 3. Second chance shot. Looney with the bucket. Looney's got 5.
Looney in the right spot there. Good presence on the inside as he boxes the defense out and sends the ball right up.
Now here's Morant. 20 points for him. Wells passes to Morant. And there's the foul. It'll go on Moses Moody. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Warriors making a change here. Heald's checked in. Jackson from long range. And Moody pulls it down. Moody's got 4 rebounds now tonight. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Wells has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Kennard for 3. Connects from three-point range.
And if the defense is going to shut down one thing with Kennard, I'd start with the three-point shooting.
Hield against Kennard. Hield the pass to Payton. And the shot is good. Payton's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Jonathan Kuminga. He's checked in for Golden State. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Edey's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Williams comes in for Wells. Baines checked in for Luke Kennard. And Pippen subbed in for Morant.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And for such a young player, Brandon Pajemski has a mature game.
Well, Kevin, his intellect out on the floor, I think, is at an elite level. Brandon does such a good job of hovering around the basket to get rebounds. He advances the ball with the pass. He's driving and always looking for angles. So this is an advantage-created player. And Brandon does a great job of it.
Pippen, the pass to Aldama. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. Aldama's got 6.
Yeah, so reliable. He clearly needs to be more involved in the offense as they try to shrink this lead.
Pajemski with it. He's got 5. Healed from outside. Aldama with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 7. It's Pippen on the wing. Covered by Hield. On the wing, Bane. 14 points for him. Edey gets the bucket.
I remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as the Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
Pass to Kuminga. They kick out to Hield for the 3, and the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Aldama's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for them.
And stolen by Payton. The finish. He misses the wide open dunk. And it's Williams with the ball for Memphis. Here's the screen. Bane kicks to Williams. Back to Bane. Pocket 6. Aldama passes to Williams. Outside, Bane. Here's the 3. And it's Looney with the rebound. Warriors leading by 4. Pass to Payton. And that's a foul called on Santi Aldama. That's his first foul.
Third team foul.
Hield outside. Stolen by Pippen. Williams attacking. Pippen kicks to Williams. Memphis moving it around. Three-pointer on the way. And it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Hield the pass to Looney. Hield outside. Hits the three-point bomb. Hield's got 6.
Hield has a beautiful release on his shot right there, just barely off of his fingertips and buttery soft.
Now, here's Bane. He's got 14.
Even though they're still trailing, he continues to be lights out from the field. What a competitor.
Warriors leading by 5. We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter. Payton finds Looney, and he dunks it down.
And Looney is so long, gets up there and rushes it.
Outside, Bane launches it, bangs home the trifecta. 17 points in the game.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Payton kicks to Kuminga. And stolen by Williams. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Pippen down low. Covered by Hield. Outside, Bane. 3 on the clock. shoots over Pajemski. Bain, no good. Warriors leading by 4. Peyton passes to Heel. There's the 3. Offensive rebound. Now Pajemski. To the paint. Ball's knocked loose. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. 24 seconds left in the third.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Here's Aldama. Got a hand on it.
Such great instincts and athletic ability. Kuminga getting there to stop shots.
8 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Pajemski for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Pajemski's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Warriors. And so it's the Golden State Warriors bringing the quarter to a close with a 7. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication. Between them, and what a beautiful feat.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. On the court for Memphis to start the 4th. We've got Williams, Desmond Bain out there with Pippen. Then it's Santi Aldama. And it's Edey in at the front.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Gotta hold firm or you're gonna get a call.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Jackson comes in for Santi Aldama. And it's Morant in for Williams. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in. And the Warriors lead by 9.
And one of the stories of the second half has been all of those second chance points. I mean, they have been terrific on the offensive backboard.
Now here's Morant. Sweet little floater. Morant's got 22.
The delicate touch on display there. Gotta love when Morant lets that floater fly off his fingertips. Beautiful.
Pajemski with it. Guarded by Morant. Shot by Pajemski, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Here's Jackson. Outside for Pippen. Pass to Edey. Shot clock at 6. And here's Morant. He's defended by Pajemski. And that one's good. Morant's got 4 this quarter.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but gets close, he's getting the ball.
Pass to Jackson Davis. From the stripe, and the rejection by Jackson. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep, and he'll shoot 2 at the line. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And there's been another bonus to what's happened with them tonight, and that's the offensive rebounding. They're boxing out, they're getting up extra shots. That could be a difference maker in the result.
Now, here's Bain. The shot goes down and he gets his game back to even. Bain's got 20.
Well, he now has 4 3-pointers this game, guys, 2 in each half. He's really spacing out the floor for his teammates.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He knows every possession is critical now. changes. Green is checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. Moody comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. And Curry subbed in for Heel. And Memphis also making his switch. Wells, he's checked in for Pippen. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break. He told them he liked the way they were working, but he said we have to really get after it. All we need is a couple of stops. Keep your focus. We'll see if they can close it out. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated.
I do so enjoy watching a bounce pass executed that perfectly.
Morant outside. Outside Jackson. Right side Bane. 5 on the clock. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in it.
Pass to Moody. And here is Curry. Drops in the layup for 2. Curry's got 27 points.
An offense unto himself. Steph Curry just warping the defense.
Here's Edey, defended by Moody. Wells with it. High, arcing shot, and it's good, 2 points. Wells has got it all tied up now for Memphis.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Back to Curry. The 3. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. The Grizzlies have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the 4th quarter on a roll. Back to Morant. A floater. Warriors with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Curry with the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Curry's got 30 points.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Pass to Edey. On the wing, Jackson. Now Morant. The 19-footer is on the money. Morant's got 26. The Warriors leading. Pass to Curry. Here's Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. 10 points for Draymond Green. Outside for Jackson. It's up a 3. And they get it back. Morant passes to Bane. Fires from deep. Out to Morant. Pass to Jackson. Tries yet again. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
And he can't get the first one. And the Warriors making a change here. Hield's checked in. And the second free throw, good.
And being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
Out left to the wing. Here's Moody. Offline with his 3.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bane. Bane's got 22 points.
Striking fast inside. Bane isn't going to miss a chance at a look like that.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. Morant with the steal. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
How about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
And so it's Golden State with it, following the score by Memphis. Three-pointer heel. And again, no good by Golden State.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Morant, right side. To the right side. Just 5 to shoot. Payton for 3. And Moody pulls it down. Moody's got 5 rebounds tonight. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
You know what? The switch has flipped, and he's in that proverbial zone right now, knocking down 3 of 4 here in the fourth.
Morant finds Bane. They set the pick. Back to Morant. To the left wing. It's stolen by Green. Here's the drive. The Grizzlies pull it in. Bane's got his 4th rebound in this one.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Morant left side. Back to Jackson. Fires the 3. The rebound by Hield. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Hield outside to take the lead. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Now here's Morant. Left side, Bane. And another miss by Memphis. Warriors leading by 3. Green dishes to Hield. They kick it out to Green. Front past the arc. From outside the arc. And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Here's Morant. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can
The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
Everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And here are the Warriors now, following the miss by John Morant. 1:37 left to play here in the fourth. They kick out to Hield. Bane with the steal. Now here's Wells, guarded by Curry. Morant scanning the floor. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And it's Hield off the drive. Curry on the wing. From deep. It's good from long range. Curry's got 8 points in the quarter.
Oh, man, the baby-faced assassin stepping up right there. Such a great scorer, and what a situational step to get it done.
Now here's Morant. They need this. Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
A huge shot
from Morant. Wow, you see why they put the ball in his hands in those situations.
Here's Curry. A floater, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Clearly a foul.
And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. Have to now review the personal foul in question.
This is the time now where the officials can review it.
For NBA rules, the play is under video review.
Foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Slow motion replay. You really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Here's Curry. And so they foul intentionally. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejection. Wow.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Yeah, the lead getting safer and safer as these free throws from the stripe go in.
Morant kicks to Bane. It's money from deep.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look, a great setup for the bucket.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good. It's a 5-point game.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game is coming through.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
Yeah, this is the classic too little, too late. The effort coming and not enough time for them to get back in it.
Number 10.
6 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And another miss by Memphis. So we see the Warriors get the win here. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Draymond, one of the cliches of basketball is that the ball finds energy. When teammates are making shots, does that give you more energy?
Oh, yeah, it does. You know, when we're in the flow, the ball's just moving around. It allows me to play make, and then I just try to find an open gap and take the shots where they are.
Man, it was really flowing tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now, our player of the game, Stephen Curry.